Coach, how we doing this morning?
Doing good. Yeah, doing good. Just getting ready for practice down here after a day off.
Yeah, you guys been rolling this year. Only one regulation loss, got points in all but one game, and a large part of that is due to goaltending. We've talked to you about it before, but a contract extension for Scott Wedgwood. What you think?
Yeah, well deserved. Yeah, I mean, he's been great for us since joining us last season, and obviously, like, this is probably the time where we've needed him the most, and with the Blackwood injury, and he's come up big for us. He's given us a chance to win every night, and on some nights he's been absolutely outstanding. And yeah, couldn't ask him to do any more than he's been doing for us right now. So I think getting the extension done is great for both parties.
What a great problem to have, Coach, to have two goalies you can lean on like this. Has it been difficult behind the scenes? Have you been able to navigate those waters? Because sometimes they can be choppy when you're dealing with egos.
Yeah, no, it's been easy. Blackwood's coming off an injury that, gave him problems longer than what we would have liked, and he misses most or all of training camp and lingered into the regular season. And now he's healthy and ready to go, and we're starting to get, he's been that way for a couple of weeks now, and so he's getting more practice time and working on more things and just kind of knocking the rust off. And he's seeing the way Wedge is playing. He's a great teammate, and he's just like, hey, listen, I'm with you. It's hard to keep Wedgie out of the net right now with the way he's playing, and it's a long season and a lot of games, and there's lots of hockey to be played. So as Blackie's getting back up to full speed here, Wedge is still seeing a lot of action, and he's handling it well. And soon we'll have two guys, hopefully playing at the top of their game.
Coach, I know it's great to have a couple days off, 3 days off. When the schedule gets the way it does, this is a very rare time for a hockey club to be able to just sort of decompress a little bit. But what does it do for your team getting ready for the Rangers tomorrow night to get back on the ice again today after a couple days of just chilling out?
Yeah, well, I think number one, it allows you to, have a great recovery day after the game. Guys were in the rink, a bunch of guys in the gym working on, recovery, strength training. Some went on the ice, some didn't. Kind of personalized programs there. And then a full day off of rest and relaxation. You get to see the families a little bit. So you're mentally sharp coming back today for practice. And, it also allows us now to have a good practice day and get prepared for what's, soon to be a very busy schedule, right? Rangers tomorrow, it's start of 3 and 4 nights, and then we'll get a day off. We'll have a practice day, and it's 3 and 4 nights again. So it's, the schedule's been hectic for everybody, not a lot of practice days, but I think these recovery days and a day to be able to sort of teach and have some individual meetings and not stress out about the next game coming so quick is also very beneficial.
Talking to Jared Bednar, all conversations with the coach are brought to you by Mr. Rooter Plumbing, proudly rooting for Colorado's hockey team. You guys have had a whole bunch of games, it feels like, this year where you've scored quick within the first minute. What do you think goes into that?
Yeah, I don't know. Just being prepared to start on time, that's the biggest thing. And it wasn't that way early in the season, but recently here we've done a nice job of being ready to go when the puck drops, and I think it just kind of speaks to the focus of our team and the preparation of our guys, just getting ready to go. You keep it going, and guys are getting ready the right way and doing what they need to do to hit the ground running when the puck drops.
All right, Coach, answer this question for me. This is the best brand of hockey your team has played since when?
Late last season, I really liked their game. I think for a start of a season, it's the best we've been since 2022. So, yeah, I like what we're doing. Then the biggest area of that, I think, Vic, is it's the defending side of it. We've been better defending out of the gate than we have in years past. Part of it's, health, it's the mindset of our guys, the commitment of our guys. As the seasons have gone on, everything tightens up and you tend to get more committed. And, as the year goes on in preparation for the playoffs, but this year the focus and commitment from our guys are right out of gate to play the right way and to try to keep the puck out of our net. And, understanding that the better we check, usually the more we score because we have the puck more. And it's been, from day one of training camp and through the whole season to this point that I've been really happy with that, and hopefully that continues.
Coach, I've said this many times. It's just hard to win in this league. It's hard to win. And I'm talking about not a single game, but to win it all. It's just so many things have to go right, even for the very best teams. But I think if you've got the focus and you've got the want to, that's half the battle. And your team, again, when people ask me, I said they seem really focused and hungry. And I don't know how else to put it. Is there any other way to put it?
No, I think that's good characteristics of our team right now. We found different ways to win. We've got different guys stepping up on different nights. Our top guys are leading the way on almost every night. It's a lot of aspects of our game that are going well, and that to me, it's simply about the preparation, focus, and commitment of our guys, and it's a long year. You're going to go through ups and downs. There's no question, but that type of commitment can take you a long way, especially if you're coming together as a team and improving as the season goes on, which I think we are to this point.
For years, Coach, you guys have had a veteran D presence, and Eric Johnson's kind of fit that bill over the last few years. Jack Johnson was here. Now you have Brent Burns, who's north of 40, but looks like he's still got great legs, playing well. What do you think of Brent Burns' game so far?
Yeah, I think he's been great for us, both on the ice and in the room. Just another veteran guy with a wealth of experience and talent, and he just impacts the game in so many different ways. I love his size and his ability to take care of the net front on the defending side of it. He can close people out in the D zone and get you going the right way. And as we've seen so far, he's chipping in on offensive side of it. Love his ability to get a shot through in the offensive zone to the net, and guys are getting tips and rebounds and some of those dirty area, secondary chances. And so he's been a real good fit for us. He's a great teammate, and he loves to be at the rink and loves the game and loves his teammates. So it's nothing but positive on that side of it so far.
Coach, what's the update on Val?
Well, he's week to week, and I don't really have a timeline yet. It's one of those injuries where he tweaked something, and now he's going to see how the rehab goes and try to get him up to speed as quick as possible without sort of re-injury, right? So You never really know with some of these things, but so far so good. Things have been going good. It's been a week now. We'll just see how he presents over the next few days and see when we can get him back on the ice and skating with the group.
Yeah, but again, you're talking about guys getting healthier. I saw your comments regarding LOC that when you're coming back, other little things as you're trying to rehab, they can start bothering you. But Logan O'Connor, I understand, is getting closer. That's good news, right?
Yeah, we haven't been without injury, right? We've had 3 to 4 guys out the whole season.
Yeah, Kivy too.
OC is obviously one of them. Kivy seems to be getting close. We got G back in and Blackwood back in now, and now Val's hurt. So we're still missing 3 forwards here. And all of them can really impact the game for us. But the good news is we're doing well without them. And I think Kivy and OC are getting closer, and Val's, short term, week to week. So, looking forward to the time when we can get them all back in. And but they're doing their work. These guys are been on the ice a lot. OC, obviously, it's a long rehab process. Kivy's started skating the other day. I think he's going to join the team this week, and then we'll see about Val. So we're getting close to some light at the end of the tunnel here.
Coach, I know it's early in the year, but Nathan McKinnon, who's always been at the top of the league, is on pace for career highs. And there's 2 guys in town that, both him and Jokic won MVPs in the same season. And it's weird. We say the same thing about him. It's like, even when we think they can't get any better, they seem to get better. Do you think McKinnon is better this year than last year?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. More consistent, I'd say, in this, and I say that cautiously because he's very consistent at what he does. But it just seems to me like really settled in for the start of the season, very comfortable in his line mates, the plan, the execution part of it has been outstanding. And, a lot like her team, he's always a committed guy. So like being more committed defensively might not be the right term, but like his defensive numbers to this point in the season, his checking game is like, the underlying metrics would say they're the best of his career. So doing it the right way, he's not cheating for offense. It's, he's been checking better than ever before. And now he's creating as well or better than he has in the past. So it's pretty impressive to see what he's done to this point in the season.
I got a generic hockey question that was presented by my colleague Chris Marlowe, who calls the Nuggets games. And Chris is on the plane asking me yesterday. I said, you know what? I'll ask Coach Bednar. How do you find when you determine ice time for like your lines? Is it just a game by game? Do you just look at how a guy's breathing? Do you have science behind it? How do you know when to pull guys?
Yeah, so it's a lot just on, like you have these guys signed for specific reasons based on their history, and certainly there's still guys that are still developing. So say a guy like Brindley, right? Like we don't know what his ceiling's going to be. We love the potential in the player and what he's been doing for us. More opportunity, he's been doing even better, and it's not an issue for him. But for most guys, they're signed here and placed on a line with flexibility, obviously, but to do a specific job and a job that they can excel in, right? So, Lehkonen, McKinnon, Netcash, they're top line guys who can play against other teams' top players and not only, shut them down defensively, but still create offensively and win that matchup. And then the next group is the same, and the next group is the same. And the more guys you have excelling in their roles, not just sort of getting by in their roles, the better chance you have of winning. So, the top guys are going to play more because other teams' top guys play more, and that's their job generally or usually to play against those guys and beat them in their matchup. And then it kind of goes down the line, right? So, but there is flexibility there, and when a player's playing really well in a game and another guy's struggling, it's my job as the coach to sort of identify that and try to give the player that's excelling in the game a little bit more opportunity and bounce him around a little bit. And sometimes you do it to wake up the whole group. Sometimes you do it to make sure you got four lines going, and there's multiple different reasons why you do it, why you give a guy a little bit more. But I generally go back to sort of the plan that I have or the tentative plan I have the next game. And if a guy struggled one game, I try to, get him back in his job and especially if he's consistent at that job for a specific length of time.
Coach, I don't have a whole lot left. I guess, number one, we know you grind. I mean, you're already at the rink this morning, and you grind on off days. You're watching film and so on and so forth. But do you give yourself a chance to take a day off? And what do you do?
Well, I did yesterday.
All right, good.
Because of the break we had the, till 3 days, and when it's 1 day or 2 days is not a lot of time to get away, but yeah, yes, with the recovery day the day before, there's a lot of wrap up from the Islander game, making a plan for the rest of the week. And then yesterday I was able to take a day off, and today we start digging into the Rangers and figuring out how we can try and go get 2 points tomorrow night. So it was a nice day off, his first one in a while.
You fire a nice 99,
Yeah, what does the
bit.
day off look like?
Or did you mow?
I went I didn't mow, but I did go up to the ranch and do some cleanup work before winter.
Good.
See, that's still work to me, though. That's not a day off for me.
I cut
You
some
just said I did some
firewood
work.
and I cleared brush and
Yeah, I tore down about 100 yards of old 3-rail fence and got it all put in the burn pile. So that was my day. But it's nice to be outside.
A day off for us is lying on the couch with chips.
With a snifter glass somewhere near me, something like
yeah,
that.
I was doing leaves and cursing every leaf that I was. And you're like, yeah, I'm just lifting these giant logs and. That's fun.
I get one more for Coach, and then we'll let you go. You can be as specific or vague as you want to, but the Islanders and the Stars played the other night. There's a play that happened at the end of the game where Patrick Waugh was yelling at that player, "You're not going to finish the game when you come back to New York." What's the maddest you've been at an opposing player from the bench?
Oh, I've been mad. I just keep it to myself, though.
Yeah.
That's just, I think players take care of, talking to players, coaches can deal with coaches. That's the way I just view it. I've been yelled at as a player from an opposing coach. I was like, I don't know what this guy's doing. He's got 20 other guys out there that can take care of that business. So, but that's just me. Everyone kind of has their style, but I see why he was upset. I saw the hit. I saw the play. I understand all of it. It's just not really my style.
Head coach of the Avs, Jared Bednar, joins us every single week. Coach, always appreciate it. We'll talk next week.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thank you.